as you all know that July 26 is celebrated as KARGIL VIJAY Divas. KARGIL is not just a story of just winning, it's a story of pain with pride, a story when you will have tears of grief with joyful smile, a story where death is not at the end. Salute to the Indian Army, Jai Hind.
है वतन वतन मेरे आबाद रहे तो, है वतन वतन मेरे आबाद रहे तो, है वतन वतन मेरे आबाद रहे तो, मैं जहाँ रहूँ जहाँ में याद रहे तो, मैं जहाँ रहूँ जहाँ में याद रहे तो, है वतन मेरे वतन, है वतन मेरे वतन, तू ही मेरी मंजिल है पहचान तुझी से, तू ही मेरी मंजिल है पहचान तुझी से, पहुँचूं मैं जहाँ भी मेरी बुनियाद रहे तो, पहुँचूं मैं जहाँ भी मेरी बुनियाद रहे तो, है वतन मेरे वतन, है वतन मेरे वतन।
Hello everyone, I am Ajansina of class 12. Today, as we all know, July 26, we celebrated as KARGIL VIJAY Divas to honor the brave soldiers who sacrificed their lives during KARGIL War in 1999. KARGIL battlefield is one of the most highest and dangerous battlefield in the world. And India is a land of brave warriors, as Indian Army is all such heroes. In 1999, the world witnessed the bravery of India when they win KARGIL War against Pakistan. During this day, homage is given to the soldiers who martyred during KARGIL War at Amar Jawan at Delhi Gate by the Prime Minister of India and Indian Army. Indian Army is like a mother who does work selflessly and never do ask for in return. This hero's sacrifice cannot be forgotten and this will always inspire us. Thank you.
Of class 12. KARGIL VIJAY Divas is observed in India on the 26th July every year in honor of the Kargil war heroes. This day is celebrated in the Kargil sector and the national capital New Delhi, where the Prime Minister of India pays homage to the soldiers at Amar Jawan Jyoti at India Gate every year. The war took place from May 3rd to July 26, 1999, after the Pakistani troops were identified at top of the Kargil hills. In India and Pakistan fought the Kargil war between May and July of 1999 in Kargil district under the temperature of -10 degrees Celsius. India launched Operation Vijay to clear the post in the Kargil sector, which was occupied by the Pakistani soldiers on Indian side of the log. The war came to an end on July 26, 1999, when India troops established victory by recapturing all the Indian posts that had been occupied by Pakistani soldiers. The army declared Operation Vijay successful on July 26, 1999. Since then, the day has been celebrated annually as Vijay Divas. Thank you.
At 18,000 feet, the challenge is not just to fight the enemies, but also temporary memory loss, pulmonary edema, and frostbite. Deployed in all these conditions, the Ladakh Squad kept a vision on the borders. In March 1999, India and Pakistan signed Lahore Declaration in order to resolve bilateral issues. Yet, the attacks continued across the borders. The Pakistan army maintained that these insurgents were not related to Pakistan army. But for India, the war has already begun. The Indian army took measures to pre-attack in some certain crucial areas. This operation is also known as Operation Vijay, led by Captain Manoj Kumar Pandey of 1st Battalion Cork Regiment. Thunderous of victory resounded in the valley, with evidence of presence of Pakistan army in the forward areas. This victory led to further victories in Kargil.
Hello everyone, this is Nandana from Christajodi Senior Secondary School. Exactly 21 years ago, Indian armies successfully recaptured all the posts from Pakistan. In order to remember all the sacrifices done by our soldiers, this day is celebrated as Kargil Vijay Divas. Indian armies successfully launched an operation called Operation Vijay. And let's look about how Kargil Vijay Divas is correlated with Operation Vijay. The war took place between May and July of 1999 in Kargil. It is believed to have been orchestrated by Pakistani Chief General Pervez Musharraf without the knowledge of Pakistani Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif. It actually began with the infiltration of both terrorists as well as Pakistani armies to our country. Based on the idea given by local shepherds, our armies was successfully able to launch Operation Vijay. The army declared the mission successful on July 26, 1999. Since then, annually, this day is celebrated as Kargil Vijay Divas. The victory came at a high price. The official death on the Indian side was about 427, while that of Pakistan side was about 350. Just because the Pakistani army positioned themselves in a higher altitude compared to that of the Indian armies, that gave an advantage to them. If Pakistan requested help from US military force, the request was denied by US President Bill Clinton. It increased its defense system more on the border areas of Jammu and Kashmir after this incident. Let us salute all the soldiers who help us and protect us all day, all night. Jai Hind.
Let us salute to all our soldiers who are brave and protect us all throughout the day and night. Let us remember their fights and toil of this day. Kargil Vijay Divas. Hello everyone, I am Adulya Ashok of class 12. Kargil was a military, political and diplomatic victory of India which observed 21st anniversary of Kargil Vijay Divas on 26 July in honor of the men who lost their lives in the war.
The day commemorates the success of Operation Vijay launched by the Indian Army to recapture the Indian territories from the Pakistani intruders in the Kargil Dras sector in 1999. Since 1999, July 26 is celebrated as the Kargil Vijay Divas every year to commemorate the victory of Operation Vijay. While the 60-day-long war resulted in the loss of several lives on both the sides, to honor the Kargil War's heroes who laid down their life for the country, a host of events and functions are organized all over the country to commemorate the contributions of the armed forces. Here are 10 things to know about India's great victory over Pakistan in 1999. The Kargil War was fought in 1999 between India and Pakistan in Kargil, Ladakh, which was initially Baltistan district, separated by the line of control after the First Kashmir War.
Kargil was the first war between India and Pakistan after the one in 1971, which has led to the formation of Bangladesh as a separate country. India launched Operation Vijay to clear the Kargil sector of infiltration by Pakistani soldiers and Kashmiri militants on the Indian side of the line of control. Atal Bihari Vajpayee, leader of NTA government, was in power at that time of this war. Saved Sagar, the Indian Air Force's operation, was a major part of the Kargil war. It used air power at the height of 32,000 feet for the first time. From identifying the Pakistani troops, all the actions were performed well by the pilots and engineers despite just 1 week of training. As India witnessed television grabs of its army men in Kargil fighting Pakistan, Operation Vijay was termed successfully on this day, 17 years ago, when India won the decisive victory. While PM Atal Bihari Vajpayee declared the operation successful on July 14, the operation was officially declared closed on July 26, 1999. Kargil is one of the most recent and infamous examples of high-altitude warfare. India lost more than 500 military men on the Kargil territory, while reports from Pakistan claimed that more than 3,000 of their soldiers died. Built by the Indian Army, the Kargil War Memorial Wall in Taj has inscriptions of all Indian soldiers who lost their lives in the war. The memorial also has a museum with documents, recordings, and pictures of the Indian soldiers at Kargil. It was one of the few instances when war was fought between two nuclear states. It was the first war between the two countries widely covered in media.
Flag does not fly because the wind moves it. It flies with the last shred of each soldiers who died protecting it. Salutes to all the soldiers who laid down their lives fighting for our nation. A big salute to them on this Kargil Vijay Diwas.
है मेरी ज़मीं अफसोस नहीं जो तेरे लिए 100 दर्द सहे महफूज रहे तेरी आन सदा चाहे जान मेरी ये रहे ना रहे मेरी ज़मीं महबूब मेरी नस नस में तेरा इश्क बहे फीका ना पड़े कभी रंग तेरा जिस्मों से निकल के खून कहे तेरी मिट्टी में मिल जावा गुल बन के मैं खिल जावा इतनी सी है दिल की आरज़ू तेरी नदियों में बह जावा तेरे खेतों में लहरावा इतनी सी है दिल की आरज़ू ओ हीर मेरी तू हंसती रहे तेरी आंख घड़ी भर नम न